right, let's start with gateway updates.
Hello. From gateway, no specific updates apart the thing that we were fixing our proxy after last error discovering.
What
After,
was the what error?
So some requests were ending with 502. However, in fact,
right.
they are not 502, and that was the fix. To return proper state of code.
Okay, Shutter.
I think the Shutter team is on an offsite, but
Right.
generally our focus is on improving P2P stability at the moment. So we had a call to sync on that, and we're working on it.
Got it. For Hive?
Regarding Hive, we have synced Gnosis fork with upstream and resolved all merge conflicts. That's it from Hive side.
Ethereum/tests.
Hello guys. Well, we started working on support to Ethereum execution spec test, and we ran some tests to generate for mainnet, and we got some issues with the ANT that are already solved, and we are trying to include now the Gnosis part. And regarding running those test cases in Nethermind with Nethermind on Gnosis, we will be focusing on that tomorrow, and should be done soon.
So sorry, I think some of your message cut out. You said generating the tests from Nethermind for Gnosis Chain. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, the thing is that we need to run those tests on Nethermind on Gnosis, and basically the code is for them on mainnet, and we are tweaking it to be able to run those tests on Gnosis. We will be starting on that tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get some updates on that soon.
Got it. Moving on to client updates, Nethermind. Anyone from Nethermind?
I think no specific updates, just generally getting ready for Pectra.
All right, Erigon.
Yesterday we released beta 1 of Erigon 3. Feel free to check out Erigon 3. It's a massive improvement over Erigon 2. And probably some not only then they might have some extra updates.
No updates from me. Still working on getting smart contracts working with Shutter.
All right, and what are the biggest differences between like the latest alpha and the beta now? Just stability or also features?
Yeah, it's mostly stability.
All right, Geth.
Yeah, not much updates. Still waiting for the new release. So I learned it's going to be 1.15.0 and not 1.14.13. So it's going to be a major update that has some like database engine rewrites and things like this. It might, I'm not sure actually if it's going to get the archive node, but yeah, it's basically going to be our big update before we make 1.15.1, which would be the one that's ready for the fork. So the most stable one that we we put out, and we don't really want to take too much risk just before the fork. But so 1.15.0 is going to be a pretty big update, and it should happen early next week. So when that happens, I will rebase. But until now, I've just been mostly waiting for this to happen. I have still been looking into the issues that the guy who reported some issues had, but yeah, he suspects it's a dying hardware, and I agree given the look of it. But yeah, I need to do a bit more digging. But I was also hoping to jump on the new branch, because that new branch, among other things, changes. So it was actually the bug. Just to give you some details, the bug was a bloom filter being incorrect, and for some, like, we rewrote the bloom filter recently, and there's been some fixes going for that. So I just wanted to see if the new version was going to fix that problem. Yeah, so not much really, but this is what I'm expecting.
Okay. Can you start joining, like, we're spinning up, or I guess Nethermind spinning up the devnets for Pectra, the new one currently. Can you try joining that, or do you not feel ready for that yet? Do you prefer waiting for Pectra to be activated? Or, I mean, I guess Geth is public now, so it should also ideally work for, well, during the hard fork, sorry.
So we do have, so Geth is public, so you can always try if you want, but we do have some PRs that haven't been merged yet, so I don't think it makes sense to try it right now, because we're not Pectra ready as far as I can tell.
And do you have an ETA or something like that for Pectra readiness?
We're trying to shoot for Monday. So Monday, and then well, I hope I will still be around to do the rebase then, because don't really want to share too many private details, but I will be unavailable for about a month after some event.
And what was I going to say? We also have to do some updates then for the Gnosis Chain specific, right? So it's not enough to just rebase, I suppose.
Right, there's that too. Okay, but that I can try to tackle today. Remind me. So the updates, what are they? It's just like it's documented on the website, because I didn't find them last time.
Yeah, it's on github.com/Gnosis Chain/specs. I will send you the link here right now.
Please do.
Wait, let me just quickly find it. Pectra. Here we go. So it should only be the blob gas fee collector, and I think that's all of it.
Right, the blob gas fee collector. But wait, it's documented as a CL thing. Collect blob gas fees. It's a CL.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an EL thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's an EL. It's an EL thing, yes.
Okay.
It's just, basically, so currently, the base fee is getting sent to the fee collector, the EIP 1559 fee collector. We just need to do the same for blobs as well. So not to burn the blob fee, but send it to the fee collector.
Yeah. No, I understand the logic. Right, of course, it makes sense. Yeah, no, it's totally an EL thing.
I think this segment might need some updates, though. Is line here? Yeah, line. Is this up to date? Is there no, like, this I think doesn't include, for example, blob counts changes and that type of thing?
Let me check.
Okay. During that time, go ahead.
Sorry, regardless of whether it's up to date, like, just make sure it's up to date, please, so that I can actually implement it at some point. But until the 1.15 is released, I'm not gonna actually code it, but I want to make sure I understand what needs to be done so that I can deliver that. Like, the logic seems pretty simple, so it should not be too difficult to do.
Yeah, sounds good. Reth?
So the node is still syncing. I just got hold of the VM yesterday, so I started the sync back from post merge. While that goes on, I'm trying to debug issues with what's that? Yeah, blob. So I'm writing blob specific tests like we were doing earlier for both Cancun and Pectra. I mean, while I'm at it, I'll also add the Pectra specific config. Currently, I'm facing some state root mismatches. Working on that.
Why did you, I didn't quite get that, restart async from post-merge?
The one that crossed Shanghai that was working on my local, like working on my laptop. On the VM, I had two choices. I either could shift this 200 GB database from my laptop to the VM, or I
Got
could
it.
just start from yeah. Oh, also good thing. On the VM, I could see some incoming connections. So the network issue is resolved. You can consider that resolved.
Awesome. All right. Okay, so for Pectra, regarding the DevNet, so we talked about the like the bytecode for the Genesis file. I'm not sure, Carlos isn't here. I'm not sure if you were able to test the latest commit I pushed yesterday for this.
I will double check with Carlos.
Got it. Yeah, then I guess that's not much more to discuss. This new DevNet is based on DevNet 5, right? Yeah, is there anything else to discuss based on that?
No, but we really need this deposit contract to be fixed.
Yeah,
To continue our test.
Yeah, so I started like a Genesis with Nethermind from exactly what Carlos sent me yesterday, basically. I just did not confirm that you can actually mint those GNO, but except for that, execution works as expected. So yeah. I will try to do more testing locally, though, if you cannot try with the new DevNet, but I feel like it should work mostly. All right, then I will sync with Carlos with that offline. I guess that's it then. Is there any... Yeah, go ahead.
Quick question. Yes. Do we have a hunch of when we want to do? I mean, okay, I understand it's also based on when Ethereum mainnet is going to do Pectra, but do we have a hunch if we want to front run them like last time, or yeah?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, we did 2 days before, so let's do 3 now.
3 days, yeah, exactly. Okay, so the question is, when does that happen? Yeah. So by the look of it, from like talking to Tim recently, I think we're going to want to start doing a shadow fork of mainnet, Ethereum mainnet by the end of the month, if everything goes well. So no promise, just what we hope to do, and then it's going to be a merge every 2 weeks. So I guess we're gonna get to the beginning of March, something like this. Yeah, not announcements, right? Just hunches. So yeah, what to expect, basically.
Perfect. Yeah, I think there's still a bit of time to start, I mean, to discuss this. Let's first make sure that it actually works on the DevNet.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I'm sure we can also spin up shadow forks now, but I'll discuss that with Carlos too. I think he's the one doing that generally, right? I don't know if someone from Nethermind can confirm, but I think for Denkun, that was him doing that.
Okay. Yeah. In any case, yeah, I think it's still optimistic, but we're looking at the beginning of March, basically.
All right, sounds good.
So
yeah, Lion, please update the documents just so we have like a final version, at least for now, unless DEF changes anything for mainnets. And then I will sync with Carlos for the DevNet. Anything else to discuss? Perfect. Well, in this case, thanks for joining, and see you next week.
Yep, take care, bye.
Bye.
Cheers, bye.